People always ask me what I miss the most about not always being able to be up on my legs as much as I was when I was younger and not always being able to complete the things that I used to complete. It is cooking elaborate meals. I miss cooking meals. It's kind of strange because you wouldn't think it's something you really miss cooking, but when you can't do it, you really miss it because your body notices the nutritional deficit that you create within it when you're not cooking healthy. So I've turned it off for a moment. I didn't want it to make too much noise, but I've got some ground turkey in here. And what I'm going to do is I've got my little tiny casserole dish that everybody should have one of these. I love this color. It's so bright and fun. Ladies, the one thing I'm going to tell y'all need to know how to make a roux or gravy. Now, I don't cook the best in the world, but I bake more than I cook. I like to bake. You get breaks when you bake, okay? But you need to know how to make a gravy or a roux. And it's really easy. If there's one thing I can tell you, learn how to make a gravy or a roux. Because I will tell you, since my husband came down after being a logger most of his life with Lyme disease, I can season and thicken up his meals without aggravating his Lyme disease by creating different types of roux or gravy to put in there with it. Sometimes we have to go with different kinds of milk or water, different types of flour or cornstarch, different kinds of seasoning. We have to kind of find what works with his body during that flare that he's in. But when I can't give him heavy meats because he is flared up, what I will do is create a thicker roux, a thicker gravy to go in a casserole or a shepherd's pie, and it will kind of replace the meat that he's missing. So if there's anything I can tell you, ladies, learn how to make a gravy or a roux. You can talk about the turkey stuff later. It's not the best, but we're having a bad week. Bye, guys.
Okay, Trapper Dave here, resting for a few minutes. Been hard at trapping, been working in the shop a lot, so we're just taking a little bit of break. I'm going to show you some hides that's been finished up. Sometimes when I'm real busy, I do send stuff off, but since we've not been, I changed jobs and work's been a little different. I have more time this year, so this winter and fall. So this is some of the stuff that I've been working on. I'm going to show you a few of them. Over here, they just vary. Sometimes we get some small ones, sometimes we get some large. So there's a pretty one. Sometimes you get them with more carrot color variation. This one here looks like it may have a little bit more red net. It's not hardly as big. All right, here's another one. That there is a little bit of a lighter colored one. It's a little smaller. Going through here. That's a real nice one there.
It's got some silver in it.
That's a big old guy. A few of these right here make you a blanket. Don't ask about a blanket because I'm not doing that. Too much work. But that's a big one there. We're probably gonna put some of these online here soon. And anybody wanting to purchase some of these, you can put them on. They're on HillbillyHeartDecor on Etsy. We got some bobcats. We're gonna put on there, and these big blanket beavers. We're gonna put some of them on there. Gosh, there's a real big one. But, these make baby blankets almost, but a couple of them would. And
they make Indian baby carriers, Cherokee.
Here's one. This one's got a lot more. This is a pretty light one here. It's got a lot more
blonde, silver.
When you handle as many of them as I do, a lot of them looks alike, but then sometimes you can lay them out and see that they're different ones. This one here belongs to a young guy. He wanted a beaver tanned or a raccoon tanned, and he told me he'd catch me some coons if we would tan him one. So this one right here belongs to about a 7 or 8 year old boy, and his name is River. So that's his. There's some smaller ones. So think I've got some more beaver down there somewhere. Here's a nice big, it's a pretty good coon right here. Those are pretty, that's a pretty good size coon there. So there's another one. That ain't real big.
Got a long tail.
Yeah, it's got a
long tail.
It's got a real long tail there. And let's see. Here's
you can hold it out in front of you a little bit if you need to.
Here's another one. That's a pretty. You got a lot of dark in it. That's a pretty nice one. And there's another fluffy ringtail. This one here is black. He's small, but he is dark. Look at that.
Oh, we'll name him Ace of Spades.
Yeah, that's you don't see many.
He is color. Jet black.
Yeah.
Boy, he'd make a pretty little handbag.
Yeah, well. That is a black.
Oh, he's Ace of Spades.
See, I mean,
that's what we'll call him, Ace of Spades. You can see him compared to the others. I don't know what he's doing, bringing in a big box. I thought I might putting up Christmas decorations so early.
Some more. That's got a lot of silver in it. That one does. So.
Start to see a lot more blonde here in Tennessee too. A lot more blonde mixing with them.
Well,
that's a big one.
It's a big beaver. Probably the biggest one I've done yet. Well, not the biggest one, but it's a big one. You got a lot of red. Well, not real red, just got a lot of silver.
How many of these do you normally handle a year? Because once you tan them and you put them away, and we don't put them up to sell them or anything for a while, and we kind of take stock of what we get for the winter. How many do you think you run across?
I probably run around 20, 30 a year, somewhere in there. Some years more, it just depends.
But this year's starting out to be a big one, ain't
it? Decent. Not much on beavers, but everything else. This one here has got a lot of, it's light color. He got a lot of light on him. So, around the edges, stuff like that, he got a lot of light. And this one, he's pretty light too. He's light around the edge. That's a decent, ain't real big, decent one. This is the last one here. That's another good size blanket beaver there. Like I said, all these are garment quality. We're gonna go through here next couple days, maybe not next couple days. We're gonna put some on Etsy store, HillbillyHeartDecor. They'll vary in price. If you get a bigger one, a little more, smaller one, a little less. But the biggest part of these are for sale. So hopefully here, had real good luck with beaver last year. I think there's 12 there, and I've got I think 10 more that should be finished up here with another 3 or 4 weeks. I think I got one otter. So I think it's about it on these next 2 runs. So anyway, like I said, HillbillyHeartDecor on Etsy. Go check us out. We're gonna put some beaver on there, some raccoons, I think some bobcats. I don't think I have any coyotes left, but I'll just have to check and see. But we're gonna get at least those 3 on there. Y'all have a good evening. Catch you.